Are you tired too of all the doom and gloom? The warnings, the fear, the theories, the yelling on the internet? Me too. If I hear the phrase "eat the bugs" one more time, I might compost myself. But seriously though, let's talk about how to stay sane, kind and useful in a world that feels like a mess. That's nice. Huh? Of course I don't want fluoride in my body. I make my own toothpaste for a reason. Huh? No, of course I don't want to use pesticides that cause cancer. And phthalates that turn the frogs gay? Of course not. Look, obviously the world isn't a fine and dandy paradise all over. Actually, currently it feels more like a flaming dumpster rolling towards a cliff. And to be honest, I've been there too, man. In a bad state for a period, quite some time actually. I had trouble seeing through the suffering, putting in perspective the things at play in the world and my place within it. And the biggest shift for me came when I felt and came to the realization that it's okay to stop worrying. And it felt counterproductive at first because conditioning told me I had to know what's going on in the world, right? But of course in hindsight, that's not a really healthy attitude. Because you can't change the whole world, and certainly not by worrying about it. So the biggest decision I made is to stop worrying. Stopping worrying doesn't mean that you stop caring, and that's where the difference lies. Hey, all right, let's give them all some love, man. Hey, okay.
Oh, this
cool.
one to have.
Oh. Hey. Yeah. What are you saying? No, of course I don't want to be dependent on a universal basic income and be forced to take a booster shot every month. Of course not. Of course I don't want to end up in a 15-minute city eating the bugs with Klaus Schwab. Of course not. I get it. I mean, think critically and question everything, obviously. But I also don't want to manifest by projecting. Does that make sense? I mean, if all we do is talk about the fire, does it actually burn hotter or are we putting it out? So these days, actually, when I feel myself slipping, trotting onto that path of assumptions and imaginary circuses, then I just remember the teachings from people like Don Miguel Ruiz and Byron Katie. And I find calm in the idea that I'll never fully know the truth. So what then? Now, like I said, guys, I'm not pretending here that everything's all fine and dandy. No spiritual bypassing here, brothers and sisters. What I am saying, though, is that there's a different way to be. Because a peaceful warrior doesn't ignore the fire. He carries the water. A peaceful warrior builds compost, grows tomatoes, shares them with friends and neighbors. A peaceful warrior spreads kindness, connects to people, the bus driver, the cleaner, the checkout lady at the supermarket. Do you really want to fight the system? Be deeply kind. Be joyful. Be local. Be useful. Maybe we are in the new dark ages. So let's be the candle makers. Let's raise our kids to both think critically and water the flowers instead of the weeds. Let's be the hummingbirds carrying drops of water to extinguish this dumpster fire. Even though it may seem pointless, together we can do this. We are the ones we've been waiting for. If you want to share some tips on how you stay grounded in these crazy times, or maybe I forgot a spiritual one-liner in the end of the video here, leave it in the comments. Or find me on Patreon. To the ones out there making positive change, keep on trucking. And to those stuck in fear, there's light on this side of town. Come on over. It's nice. So go make some compost, smile at a stranger, be the miracle in this beautiful mess, and maybe, just maybe, grow some cherry tomatoes or something else. And I'll see you on the next one.